Hello friends and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. My name is Graham and today we're going to be taking a look at the TOPO Knightmare Batman custom coat along with the extras that come with it. Some straps, some wraps, and I think that's about it. So before we get going, I want to invite you to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you don't miss any new content coming your way. I purchased this from 16kit.com. You can go there to find a lot of third-party stuff, custom stuff like this, hot toys as well. So go check out 16kit.com to see what they have to offer. And opening this up, we get it in a nice box. We're going to open it up, and it comes with this nice coat as well as some extras and a little TOPO like business card. So, you know, that's a nice touch there. Just adds a little bit of a professional feel. Not much to it, but hey, we know it's from TOPO. These are the wraps, the straps, and the face cover as well. And we're just gonna open this up. I'm a little, I wouldn't say leery or hesitant, but I was a little hesitant to get this, I guess. It is expensive. It was $98. I think he still has some available. I have the original 16kit coat on the figure right now, so we're going to compare the two and see if I actually like this one better. But we're going to also look at the Hot Toys original too. Right out of the box though, this thing does not have as much weathering as I thought it would. A lot of the pictures showed that there's more weathering on the coat itself, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Here we do have like the handkerchief or the face cover or the neck cover, I guess. I'm going to actually use it as a neck cover. We have the arm wraps, which I don't think I'm going to use. They already have sculpted ones on there. I think that's going to be fine. We have the strap for the binoculars, and it's got a nice buckle there. And then we do have the strap for the assault rifle. Now, this is really cool too. It looks a lot nicer than the one that's on there right now, the stock one. But going to the coat, it's super stiff, which, you know, it's new, so it is what it is. But again, not much weathering going on. I mean, it looks nice, but very paper-like, like thin and paper-like. There's not a lot of, maybe I just got to kind of like bend it and work it a little bit, and it'll kind of, you know, give a little bit more. So I'm not sure. There's no wires in this thing, so that was a little interesting. I don't mind not having wires running down the coat, but I will say I wish there was some in the collar. Nice lining on the inside, and you even do have like the TOPO tag in there, so that's kind of a nice touch. Taking a look at the Hot Toys version, we do have the original scarf, and it comes with a wire inside, so you can kind of bend it and mold it to where you need it. I do like the color on this new one a lot better. It's more accurate to the movie itself, and it just looks a lot better being that darker color, so that's really nice too. Looking at the coats and comparing them together, the one on the left is darker. It's got a wire in it. It's got a nice liner. I like the weathering to it. It's kind of just got a little bit more texture and, I don't know, I want to say grit. Like, it's just got some extra life to it. But I will say the one on the right, the TOPO one, probably is more accurate to the movie. So that's interesting there too. All right, so taking a look here, again, you can see that the arms already have the band sculpted. So I'm not going to use those. And then the binoculars, I had to use a phone a friend here. I had to call DLO The Collector to say, yo, what is going on with this? Like, I gotta like cut this off and put these back on. He's like, yep. So he gave me the idea of like cutting these in like a triangular shape just so that they fit through that little binocular hole a little bit better. I'm a lefty, so I struggled a little bit just to get it, but eventually I will. So, you know, do this at your own risk because you're kind of doing something that's not reversible. So I was a little leery of it because, again, like, you can't go back. So, you know, if you screw something up, it's kind of a done deal. Here is the rifle. So it just, you're going to have to untie the handkerchief, which I'm not excited about, but it's not overly difficult. And then the back piece should come right off. So here it is with the binoculars on. I just dabbed a little bit of super glue after I got them through, and it holds just fine, but be careful. I did break one of the brackets that it goes through, but I just glued it and it was fine. And then here is the strap. It looks really nice. Again, just tied the handkerchief back on, and then it just goes right through the stock of the rifle as well. So it looks really nice, and that's pretty cool too. All right, so here we have the coat on our figure, and there's one thing that I liked better about the Hot Toys version and my 1/6 kit, and that is that you get these elastic sleeves that tighten. It's a lot harder to get the gauntlets on the sleeve because they are so loose. But then too, they want to push the hands off a lot easier than even before. Like this figure is kind of known for the hands popping off, or at least the 1.0 was. And this one now, it's harder to get them to set on. So here is, let's go backwards just for a minute. This is the original 1/6 kit coat that I have. I love the coloring of it. It's wired, so, and the wires are strong. It's a really good coat. However, I will admit it is a little small when we're talking about the 2.0 Knightmare Batman coat. It looks a little bit more fitted. It doesn't go all the way to the ground, which I do think the coat should be dragging on the ground. So there's some pros to this and there's some cons. I do like the weathering and the wired coat better about this one, but there are some things about this Topo one that I'm gonna like too. So without further ado, let's get that coat back on and see what it's all about. All right, so here we have the coat on the figure. I just kind of posed him a little bit. So the bandana I actually wet, and this was another idea from DLO. I wet it and then I kind of just wrinkled it up in my hands, and then I just tied it to the back. So I'm using the bandana. The coat is nice. It goes to the ground. I wish there was some more weathering on it, but I do like that it kind of, drapes on the ground. Again, the gauntlets, we're just leaving the sculpted hands on, or the sculpted gauntlets, and not going to mess around with that, but we do have the binocular strap on there as well as the assault rifle. All right, and here he is. Is this worth the $98 admission? I think if you have the Hot Toys version coat, yes, it is. I think it's a really nice coat. Honestly, even with the old 1/6 kit coat, this still looks better. It beefs him up just a little bit more. It's a little bit more accurate to the movie itself. You can choose if you want to put the straps on or not. Just remember, it is irreversible because you really do have to cut pieces of the straps off. But yeah, I do like this, and now I have the head sculpt from 1/6 kit on pre-order too. Hopefully that still comes this year, and then this figure should be good to go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what coat you think looks better. Obviously the Hot Toys one, probably not, but maybe the original one that I had, or do you like this one better? This is one of my favorite figures because it's a Batman like we've never seen before, so super excited to have this. And taking a look at him in the collection, this is really cool. I like this a lot. Super excited again to get that head sculpt, using the Thanos base here just to have it a little bit more like desert-like, rockier. And you can just get a good look at the figure inside the module case. And yeah, happy to have this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.